Yes, we are live. Welcome to the Krisullis Earth Matters podcast. I'm very excited. I've got two very special guests with me today. And before we get into introducing them, Theophilus, Jessica, would you like to say hi before we start and before we begin?
Good morning. Hello. I'm Jessica from Ghana.
All
Welcome.
right, so
Go ahead, Theophilus. Would you like to say hi before
okay,
we start?
hello everyone. I'm Theophilus, also from Ghana, precisely University of Ghana, Accra. I'm glad to be here on
Awesome.
this platform to share my opinions on the 100 Women's Team program.
Thank you. Thank you. So, a warm welcome to everyone watching in the Chrysalis Earth Matters podcast is an outcome of the platform. And we have had projects over the last 3+ years, primarily centered around, initially around economic and financial literacy, which began in Nigeria for our youth and has grown to expand into sustainability since last year. And while we are launching the 100 Young African Women in STEAM program this year, I am so excited to have on board our partners, Ghana University School of Economics. We have two very special guests today whom I will be introducing and sharing more behind who they are and why they're here. So, give me 1 second. I'm just reaching for. We've had a stream of. Yes. So, Theophilus Kedey. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and maybe you can correct me after I'm done. But you're a final year student of the University of Ghana, majoring in both economics and geography. I like how you say you're an individual passionate about leadership and service to people with the goal of leaving a positive impact on the lives of the people you serve. Your mission is to put smiles on the faces of all, especially the less privileged in society through humanitarian services. You're a student leader and the current president of the University of Ghana Economic Students, poised to work towards a lasting legacy for your constituents. I love that. Jessica, welcome. Again, I
Thank
don't know if
you.
I'm pronouncing your second name correctly, but Jessica Nadeo, finally a student of
Very.
the University of Ghana, majoring both in economics and mathematics, driven with the passion for championing the cause of women through leadership, where you offer a platform to make practical decisions that help ensure a wholesome inclusion for your ladies in matters relating to administration. You desire change and you work towards that. You are the current Women's Commissioner of the University of Ghana Economics Students, and you champion the TADM course for our ladies. I'm going to open it up to the both of you right now. Um, let's probably go over to Theophilus. If you'd like to both share more about your role and what you do, what's your responsibility around your role?
Okay, so thank you very much, Caroline, for the opportunity. As you rightly said, I'm Theophilus Kedey, the president of Economic Students, University of Ghana. And basically, the economics department is a department which is part of the university community, and it's a department which contains students who read economics. So they are more, educated on issues regarding the economy and how to plan towards, creating or structuring a better economy to best suit the economic issues of our nation. So basically, we are students of economics, and we learn about the economy so as to impact, the general economic structure of our nation. That is what we do. So being a president, it's more like, having been the administrator of the affairs of our students in terms of their academic issues, social life, among all other issues. It could be mental health issues. So I am there to serve their needs in whatever it is relating to their academics and everything else. So that's basically what I do and what we do at the University of Ghana. I'm sure Jessica would also come in to share more light on her role and what she does as well as a women's commissioner. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Over to you,
you.
Jessica.
Okay, so my name is actually Jessica Akusa Nejo, and as I said, I'm a level 400, majoring in economics and math, and I'm the current women's commissioner for EGS. So basically, I feel like since it's a 100 women in STEM program, it's basically my jurisdiction to make sure that it's possible. So I'm doing everything I can to get girls to sign up for the program, educate them, and trying to bridge the gap between us when it comes to women in STEM and then men in STEM. So that's basically what I do, and I do my best to share information across the platforms and then make people hyped up for the program that we have. So I think I'm doing a good job so far.
That's awesome. Thank you both for sharing that. So, before we open up about the program and our partnership, I would love to know from the both of you, why is your role important for the student body? Like, what do you see as, maybe if the both of you can individually speak to a bigger challenge that you are addressing for our students in the university?
Please come
Okay,
again.
so at my end, as being a president, our economics department is more like an academic, I would say an academic forum. So what we do most is to serve the academic needs of the students. This focus on the student society, and so the academic issues in terms of learning and teaching and all other related issues, that is why we come in to serve their best interest. But we do other things in terms of their health, mental health, and social issues. And even that is why we are also, partnering with your foundation to help enroll our women into this same project. So that's basically what we do here.
Thank you. That's wonderful. So, I like how you talk about the overall well being of students. I think there is certainly a growing need to look at the whole human versus just, parts of who we are. And it's wonderful that, as the student leadership, you too, and I've been honored to be on in your program for one of your sessions, to see the kind of active and activity from the function of what you just said, meeting those needs, whether they are intellectual, academic needs, as well as meeting the needs from a perspective of their mental health. So it's very wonderful to see how you are working and striving towards achieving those goals. How about you, Jessica? And I know that because you're especially around the administrative function for women, tell us if there's one or two top things with regard to a gap or a challenge that you're seeing with young women, with our students over there.
Okay, so I think the gap I want to bridge is women participating more in class activities. Most of the time, it's usually the guys that talk in class, and I really want women to have the confidence to answer questions because it's not like they don't know the answer to it, they just don't know how to say it out in class. So I really want to work towards that and maybe try to encourage confidence and high self-esteem among them. And also, it's not only academics that we want to focus on. We want to be available for them when they have any sort of challenge, so they can come to us and not feel shy or a little bit insecure when talking to us. So we want to foster friendship amongst the ladies, help the ladies who have businesses or are entrepreneurs so they can also advertise their programs and just do well in the department. That's basically what we want.
So wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. So I think fostering a safe space and a space where the student body knows that they can come to you. I think this is very important. As I personally look back on my years as a, I still consider myself a student, but I mean more formally in school and college. If I had the kind of even the the what you're talking about from the perspective of knowing that there is someone that I can go to ask questions, or there is someone that I can open up to, I would feel a lot safer with respect to challenges that I'm experiencing. So I think I love the awareness, I love the consciousness that you both bring, um, and the mission to provide the students the right tools, the right guidance, the safety, that they can come and talk to you whenever they want. I think there is an echo happening. I'm not quite sure where it's from. Are you able to both hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can.
Okay, okay, all right. Thank you. Wonderful. So, having said that, I think it's probably a good time for this to move and segue into the deeper reasons and the purpose behind today's podcast, and why I wanted to kind of zoom out and look at why your role is so important is primarily because of this. Uh, while we have the Ghana University as one of the partners involved in this program, let me just put it here because I think that is something uh, which must come through during this podcast is the program around STEAM: science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics. And our collective endeavor is, we recognize that, and this is a universal thing, right? If you Google and check, there aren't too many women in STEM or STEAM. The range everywhere across the globe is a dismal 20 to 28%. And as you have both pointed out, a lot of times it is not capability, it is lack of confidence, it is lack of support. And this is research, not just something that we're talking about, but data is showing that women do not opt for STEM based fields because they don't believe they are capable, and they have identified themselves outside this field. And the other factor component to this is that they don't have the support. So I am very excited that through this collective, with y'all, with our other partners in Mozambique, Nigeria, and Kenya, we want to be able to say in substance and explicitly let our participants know that they are capable, and that there are people, women, who have gone ahead of them, and therefore they must and they ought to consider looking at these kind of programs to, one, build their confidence, two, build the necessary STEM related skills, and finally, three, to give them the holding space, the support structures of the right mentors, of the right experts who have also recognized this gap, so that we can be with them not just for the year 2024, but we are realizing, as your professor Dr. Kwame, who was on the podcast a few days ago, has mentioned, that a lot of times these programs end and the participants don't know where to go. So we want to keep that in mind to ensure that the support structures continue to be in place. We maintain these structures and we are available for the participants, so that even though the program may end and they have a solution that they can apply, they also have the right mentors and the right guidance to keep coming back and sharing and gathering additional information and support. So this is something that I really wanted to emphasize. And as I'm saying this, I'm also realizing that we are already talking about the program. So I know that y'all have been doing a fabulous job already sharing the program and gaining momentum with potential young women as participants. So we would like to hear from the both of you. If you would like to tell us from your perspective of this program, what do you see as some of the benefits for students if they were to join a program like this, knowing that the program has subsets like innovation in technology, it has subsets of applying sustainability and SDG related projects that they can help solve solutions for, as well as programs around the arts as well. So having said that, what would be your perspective on some of the benefits that could help our young women? Over to the both of you.
Okay, so I think I would allow the women's commissioner to speak first on that. Then I would have a backup.
That's a great choice. Thank you, Theophilus, for being such a gentleman. Please go ahead,
Okay,
Jessica.
thank you for the question. So I feel like with this program, we can basically learn how to be innovative as young leaders. Also, we'll learn how to be able to apply a lot of things we learn. And in relating to the SDG goals, mainly in Africa, we are struggling to achieve those SDG goals. So I feel like as we are learning to be able to apply these SDG goals, we can actually teach those around us to also learn how to apply it. And as we continue teaching each other, I think Africa will be able to reach a particular point and target this SDG goal, especially with provision of education and then gender equality and all those things. With this program, the young leaders will be able to learn how to do all these things and get a fair idea on technology, how to use technology, how to apply it in their related fields. Because we are now in a world where technology is so much in use. So as we learn how to do all these things, I think on a job market, will not be found wanting to.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. How about you, Theophilus?
All right, so my end, I think it basically stems from what you have said already. I believe that this should offer a platform, and especially to our ladies, to build capacity. And I mean, in terms of building capacity, that is what we need, probably zooming into the job market as a university graduate. So I believe this is a program which offers them the opportunity to build a wholesome capacity in sciences, in terms of technology, in terms of art, in terms of mathematics. So which gives them, I mean, a better playing ground or a level playing ground to, I mean, to team up with a trend that the world is probably going through. So I believe that this is an opportunity for them to learn valuable skills that would, I mean, beef them up and prepare them for the future ahead.
Very wonderful. So, and thank you both for sharing that. So, um in my mind, building this pipeline is a forever changed set of individuals and a collective that upgrades to believe in themselves, to make more informed decisions about their careers, to have the right tools and technologies that they can start to ideate more clearly, identify problems, whether it is in waste, water, energy, education, youth development, women nutrition, and so on and so forth. but from that space be able to rise to meet challenges that are practical, that we are going through on a daily basis in our communities. And then from that space to also have the necessary guidance, support structures, mentors who can continue to help them grow, whether they want to choose to uh, start their own enterprise. And that's also one of the programs that will be there, entrepreneurship around sustainability, how to structure that, how to raise climate funds towards building climate resilience, or to opt to develop themselves in a role that could be elsewhere. Maybe they want to join a corporation that requires sustainability officers, because we know that we are moving into a time where companies are integrating sustainability more holistically into the business life cycle, which means we require employees, existing employees, as well as sustainability officers who can add qualitatively to that thinking and operationalizing it. So I'm very excited for this. I really, really have to say that I admire the both of you for the work that you all are doing for our students, to push them to influence their minds and their hearts towards, a bigger mission, and to inspire action, because that really leads them to think more collectively from a perspective of how they can apply their own gifts and talents. So I think that's very, very fulfilling, very rewarding. And I want to thank you both for saying yes to partnering for this program. I believe this is a journey of building trust within our partnership and our relationship together, but also for the journey ahead for the women that we are wanting to support for their livelihood, for their careers. So, I'm very excited, and I want to thank you both for making the time on today's podcast. Do you both have anything, because you will be watched by your potential student body, and that's one of the reasons why we decided to do this. So what message do you have for potential participants watching in line with this program?
Okay,
So let
so
me start.
well, what I'm going to say is that for our students who are watching us, and I mean anyone around who is also watching us on this, on this live show, should know that this STEAM project or this STEAM program, which is being organized, is one that will be very helpful, and one that would, improve their capacity as individuals. So we would employ each and every one to appreciate the program, try as much as possible to sign up, and try as much as possible to be committed, even when you are signed up to the program, so that you can learn the valuable skills, the communication skills, the entrepreneurship skills, and the project management skills that comes with it. So I believe this is an opportunity for them, and when an opportunity comes, you have to grab it. The only thing I would want to add to that is that I believe that even though this is for women, at some point in time, we would have some for our men as well. So I'm looking out for Caroline to also help us with that one, because our men are also craving for some of these things, and we hope they'll be given the opportunity to do that as well. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you for
So
that
as
message
Theophilus,
and for the suggestion. Please go ahead, Jessica.
so as you rightly said, it's not only about applying to be part of the program, it also deals with you being committed to it. I know that in the long run, it may be hard for us as students since they are juggling our education, this, and some people are having like extracurricular activities. But as long as you are committed to it, in the long run, you reap a very good benefit to yourself and to those around you. So you should keep that in mind that as they are part of this program now, you have to be a different person and make people know that yes, I went through something that really changed my life, so they could also be encouraged to also join it when it's time for another session. Thank you.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you, Jessica. And so, I definitely would like to talk to the both of you offline. One with regards to the, the maturation of what we are creating, co-creating together. I think this is the first step towards a mission that we all believe in, and doing a good job. Good is very subjective, but what I mean is being intentional about this first program, and being able to facilitate the outcomes that we want, that have been mentioned on this podcast, that can help build our internal confidence of how we can take this forward with more women and with men, and invite our youth to step up, and stay committed to their own growth, as you have both mentioned. I think is a very rewarding goal in itself. So thank you both for coming here. My request before we sign out is to wait backstage. Don't log off after we sign out, because I would like to have a word with you both, a brief chat. To all of you watching in, thank you for staying the course with us. And, I will be dropping more details in this podcast on how to sign up for this program. And, we value your feedback as well. So, thank you so much for watching us. Stay tuned for the next episode very soon. Thank you and bye bye.